Welcome to Rajshri Food. This is the Bombay chef Varun Inamdar, and today I'm going to show you different cuts of a potato. Well, potato, which is one of the most universally loved and used vegetables. Before we begin, first things first, let's have a sharp knife and let's secure the cutting board with a wet tissue paper or a kitchen duster. Second thing is, let's begin to peel. Whenever you peel a potato, make sure you have a firm grip of the potato as well as the peeler. You press it at one end and pull the skin towards yourself rather than away from you, because it may just upset and irritate someone. Because I see a lot of people who actually peel it like this. As you can see, this has actually ended up creating a lot of mess. So it's always important to peel it towards yourself. I'm now going to reserve the peeled potatoes in this bowl of water, because potato is a starch which has a lot of iron content, and that's the reason why it just starts oxidizing faster. Let's continue peeling the rest of the potatoes. Let's move the skin of the peeled potatoes aside, and now let's begin with the first cut, which is the batons. Batons are nothing but the universally famous French fries. So let's begin with that. So the first thing is to have a very firm grip and hold the potato horizontally. I'm now going to slice off the base and rest the potato on that so that it does not move. So here you have a firm grip of the potato. I'm now going to slice the potato, resting the knife against the knuckles and cutting them in somewhere around a centimeter thick slice. Arrange these slices one on top of the other, and now run a knife again, holding and having a very firm grip. With the edges that we have, also let's cut these into batons. So here we have the batons or the French fries ready, which are now going to be reserved in water. And let's move to the next cut. The next cut is wedges, and this makes a very popular accompaniment, which is potato wedges. So let's begin with that. For this, I'm going to hold the potato sideways and run a knife right through the center, very carefully and very safely. The next step is to run a knife right through the center, holding it like this. Now that you have cut this into quarters, the next step is to cut this once more, so that finally you get 8 wedges out of a potato. To achieve that, all you have to do is keep the potato flat and run your knife at an angle like so. And here you have the wedge ready. I'm reserving these cut potatoes in a bowl of water to prevent oxidization, and I'm moving to the next cut, which is the slice. For this, I'm going to rest the potato horizontally on the board with a firm grip, and with the help of this knife resting against the knuckle, I'm going to now push it in the potato away from me. Something like this. And the thinness or the thickness is as per the demand of the recipe. Make sure this incision and this push goes straight till the bottom of the board, holding the knife absolutely straight, because the moment it goes angular, the thickness may become something like this. And then you have a potato which is thin on one side and thicker on the other side. Whereas we need a potato which is absolutely even and thin on all the sides. So let's continue. The sliced potatoes are now ready, which are now getting reserved in cold water. The next cut is a dice, which can be cut into 3 sizes: small, medium and large. Let's begin with the small first. I'm resting the potato on the board and first transforming this into batons, which are our French fries. Once the batons are ready, like so, I'm going to change the angle and now run a knife vertically. So now what you have ready is a small dice which looks something like this. Let's move on to the medium dice. For this, I've taken the potato and the earlier one which had been cut into a baton. Now we're going to cut into thick strips. The medium dice is now ready. Let's move on to the large dice. Now I'm going to cut this potato into large chunks or cubes, or technically a large dice. Now if you see very closely, the potato by nature is a starchy tuber, and because of that it sticks to the knife. So here if you see, this is a large dice. These are the different sizes of a dice, which can be used for vegetables, sabzis, in your meats. And now let's move to the next cut, which is actually a little fancier. It's cut with a different knife, which is a crinkle cut. So let's see that. Now for that, I need a crinkle cutter or a crinkle knife, which looks something like this. It has these serrations, and the beauty of this knife is that you are not supposed to cut in a rocking motion or in a seesaw pattern, but you're supposed to push it. The crinkle knife is supposed to be held absolutely at 90 degrees right on top of the potato and pushed downwards like this. Next is to lay the slices like this and again push it downwards. Finally here what we have are crinkle fries or crinkle batons. So these are the various cuts of a potato. If you have some more in your kitty, do share it with us, and wait for what next the Bombay chef gets into your kitchen.